Parts of Australia's rich migrant history was revisited today when 40 residents of a Springvale hostel were reunited. The group came together to relive their arrival in Australia aboard a replica of the boat which delivered them to Melbourne.
The 40 people who boarded a replica of the Enterprise had one thing in common. A migrant hostel by the same name in Melbourne's southeast had been their first home in Australia.
Some only spent a few months, some stayed for a year or more.
Reunited today, in some cases after decades apart.
It has been great to meet people, they haven't seen for 20 years.
The group were embarking on a much shorter journey to an exhibition chronicling their time in the hostel. Some came to Australia fleeing political persecution.
From Vietnam, I escaped from on a sailing boat with 28 other people.
And for me, it was a safe place to be.
Others came for the weather.
England was cold, and also to have a turkey at the beach in the Christmas time.
The group were taken in a 1970s bus, complete with 1970s looking driver, to the exhibition at the Immigration Museum. Now a retirement village, from 1969 until the early 90s, the Enterprise Hostel was home to 30,000 new arrivals. The hostel didn't just provide a roof overhead for up to 1,000 immigrants at a time. It offered employment, housing, language and welfare services and was itself an employer.
I was to work at the hostel, only the new arrivals there need some money, so they decide to work.
The hostel provided motel-like accommodation and was a step up from earlier, more communal migrant digs.
Well, we actually paid $1 more than we did when we were at Homesland Hostel for a toilet.
The hostel was then a detention centre from 1988 until it closed in 1992.
I have quite a few friends from the Enterprise Hostel. Yeah, we'll be friends forever.
The exhibition runs until late March. Robert McLean, ABC News, Melbourne.